guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to Feed the Beast Horizons with myself, Lewis. Hope you're having a great day as always. I have been doing a slight amount of work. I want to try and get a few things done for today's world download, as it is going to be a world download day today. Now, I've been working on a little area underground, which I'm kind of slowly getting there. It's kind of hard because you have to get all the water out of there, so I made it first, and then I filled it with dirt, and then I started knocking the dirt out, and we're almost there, getting there slowly. But today I want to work on getting a room set up, which that is going to be, for moving all of our poop into, so we can start mass producing our awesome fertilizer blocks. Yeah. Now I don't really know if they help with the ore bushes, but we can still use them for making fuel and stuff like that, because we can make, we can make loads of other crops and use that for fuel and that sort of stuff. So I think as we're doing it, we might as well use it. It makes sense to me. I also fixed the portals. We'll get around to that later on how I fixed that, but for the time being, we need to get some stuff set up. Now, I've made a few tesseracts. I've made a couple, and we'll use these today for moving over our poo. Now, I also want to go ahead and actually first I want to make some more peroxide stuff, because we've got loads of this, and I keep looking at my gear and thinking, wow, I need to make all of this stuff. Let's make a helmet. That is so cool. And can we make some booties? We can make some booties. Yeah, nice. Alrighty, look at that. Now that is right over the head. And we just got some pink pants just to, just to finish it off. We'll get around to the rest at a later date. Now, I want to start by gathering some wood. Now, I don't know if we have much spare. I've been using so much of it. We've got some oak. Let's go and grab some more wood, because we're going to make ourselves a load and load of chests. Yeah, and barrels. Barrels. Do a barrel. I love barrels. We'll do that. So let's go and grab a load of wood. Luckily, we have our lumber axe, so we can quite easily chop all of this down without any issues whatsoever. And then we'll start cracking on with moving the stuff over. So, like I say, we're going to use the tesseracts to do all of that, so we can get it all moved over. As far as automating production, I haven't really looked into any type of... I don't know if there's automatic crafting in this. Like, let's have a look. Crafting. Is there an automatic crafting table? Maybe. Rooted crafting pipe? Maybe. Project Red, we could play with that. If not, we'll use the ME stuff. We'll use Applied Logistics for that. But we need a way of auto-crafting all of our stuff, because we don't want to have to keep going down there to do it all the time. Like, that would just, that'd suck. And that would take the whole point out of making the factory, because a factory that's done by hand is not a real factory, no. That is a hand factory. If that's even a thing. Alright, let's keep grabbing all of this. I think we've almost got enough. How much have we got? We've got 20, 44. Let's grab a few more of these guys, and then we'll, I think we'll be done. Getting all the woods. Yeah. Come here. Come here. That'll do perfectly. Alright, let's make our way back to the base. So we're going to make a load of barrels. We'll move that stuff around. I need to finish off the downstairs area by taking out all of the dirt, and we need to lay some lights down as well, because I haven't got any lights. I did make some inverted white lamps. So much easier than the regular ones. A little bit more expensive, but hey-ho. And we also need to make some item ducts as well, because I need those for transporting the items. If we're going to be using thermal expansion for this sort of stuff, it makes sense that we use the item ducts. And we're at a point now where it doesn't really matter. We can use those, I know the other ones are cheaper, but these ones are still cool nevertheless. So item ducts are made of hardened glass, and I think you need tin for these guys. So let's give that a shot, shall we? So we're going to need some tin, which we have like tons of, so it's not really too much of a problem. Here we go, some tin. And we'll give this one a shot. So I think it's like this, or maybe it's on the outside and then the duct is in the middle. Probably makes more sense. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we can do that. So how many should we make? Let's make... it's going to be 12. Let's go with 5. I think that'll do the trick. What's that going to give us? Like 30? It's loads. We don't need any more than that. That'll be fine. Let's throw these guys back in here, and our tin can go back in the chest. And we'll put some music on, because I love music. Yeah. Cool beans. Alrighty, so let's go set it up over here at the actual poop station, and we'll get this stuff rocking and rolling. I kind of want to start moving the plants over today as well, so we can start getting those guys going, because at the minute I haven't been able to go ahead and harvest them because I've been too busy on the factory. So, over the amount of time that we've had, we've got 211 of the bat poop, and we have 445 of the regular poop. So we have a decent amount. We've also got 58 fertilizer already sat in here, good to go, doing its thing. Now, I was kind of going to replace everything, but I think just because we're slightly lazy, I might just do this. So if we put that there, and we do this, we can have the items coming in like that. We'll leave the barrels here for the time being. It's kind of like a buffer, isn't it? Now, with this guy, we want to set it to device 3. Actually, no, that's device 1. Let's go with device 2, and we'll call this one poop. There we go. That's a thing. So this one's going to be poop, and this one's going to be sending items, and it will be sending items. Nothing like that, nothing like that. Literally just sending items as such, and that should do its thing. Now we want to tell these guys to output, so we're going to need our wrench for that. Let's grab it out of my adjustable bag. Oh no, we've already got it. Crescent hammer doing its thing. Set these to output like that. Now I don't know if you have to supply these guys with a red power with a signal. You might have to. Let's give it a little shot. Yeah, I think you do have to do that. Cool, there we go. So we can see that the poop's doing its thing. It's not currently going anywhere, and that means that it's now blocked, but that's fine because we can change that around later. Let's grab another one of these, and should we put it in there? It kind of makes sense. We'll put it in there and fix it up for the time being. But overall, I think we've got this one sorted. So let's make our way back to the base, and we'll set the next one up. We'll get a load of chests sorted. I'm not really too sure if I want to keep it all in chests or whether I want to put it in barrels. Like, barrels are pretty cool, I think. Plus, they have inputs and outputs on like every side, so I guess it kind of works. Let's have a look at the Jabba barrel recipe again, because I can never remember it. So it is a chest, some logs with a slab. That's not an issue at all. Let's go grab ourselves some slabs. There we go, loads of slabs. We want our logs and we need some chests. So we'll grab oak wood. We'll grab these guys to make the chest. Let's just make a ton of chests because we're going to need a load of chests for this. There we go. And it was like this, I believe, with these guys. So that gives us 5. 5 will probably do for the time being. Quite nicely, actually, I think. And that will allow us to split it all up. So let's make our way back into the factory. And it gives me a chance to show you how I sorted all the stuff out as well. So I had to create another row of engines so that we could push more power through to it. I also upgraded all of these to redstone energy conduits. You know, it just helps transfer all the power over and stuff. And now if we have a look inside here, you'll see that we should have 0 instability. So it's working perfectly fine. I resized the portal back to the original size that we have because I think that size is just better. You know, bigger is better. And I might even do the same with the one up there once I get some more of the things. But I had to basically split these because having all of it running through the same line seemed to be really messing it up somehow. They just weren't sending the correct amount of power. They're still kind of struggling as it is because there's so much power going out because this guy just needs so much. But the thing that made me realise that we don't actually need too much more power was basically because this guy runs on RFs per second, whereas these transfer are RFs per tick. Now remember, generally within a second there's about 20 ticks, so it's not actually as much as you think, because these guys will be transferring far faster. And yeah, that pretty much does its thing. The other good thing with these guys as well is the output's at 2,000 RF per tick, whereas this guy needs 20,000 RF per second. And obviously, 2,000 times 10 is 20,000. Then you double that's 40,000, so that's 20. So 40,000 coming out is per second is fairly good, I think. That works fit pretty nicely. But yeah, everything seems to be working pretty good. The portals are fine. They're holding their own. No more instability and no more weird effects. No more getting dumped in the ocean, suddenly dying. Which is good, I think. So let's make our way down here. We don't really have to worry about anything spawning because we have our magnum torch. And we'll go ahead and start digging this out. Try and get the rest of it out of the way so we can start actually doing stuff in here. And then we'll get some torches down. I don't know whether I want the lights actually in this room. You know, like the inverted lamps. I guess we could do. It'll make it look a little bit cleaner, I think, as well. Let's get rid of all of you. All of these guys. See? I think this is probably the most inefficient way of clearing out a room, but it just seemed to work really nicely. The hardest part was staying underwater while trying to do all this, and especially doing the roof. The roof was just so kind of hard to put together when you're underwater. So let's grab our torches. We'll just put one down here for the time being, or we could put down our inverted lamps. I need another 2 up there, so that at least 4, so that's 6. So we could put them in the corners, like that could probably do the trick. If we put one there, yeah, this looks loads better. We'll put another one here. And we'll do the same on these 2 corners as well. Keeps the room nice and lit then. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? A little underwater base. I'm enjoying this. And I might just change these out a little bit, but I kind of like how it comes around the side, I think. I'm not sure. I like the idea of panels, whether it's worth putting another section there. Should we have a test? Have a test. Actually, if I do the lumber thing, I'm probably going to end up chopping half the wall down. I'll have a play with it later then. Alright, next thing. Let's put stairs in, because we're going to need stairs. And I didn't manage to do these because I didn't get all the dirt there, so we'll finish the stairs off here. Unfortunately, there is no limestone stairs, which is kind of disappointing, because I was hoping there would be, but there isn't. No worries, it's fine. And that leaves us with 3 of the lamps that we can go and place outside. You know, it makes it look pretty, I think, during the night, and it also helps it be a little bit more visible. So I wanted these guys kind of on the side of it. If we have a look up here, you'll see that these ones are just poking off the edge. I didn't want them too close to it because it looks a little bit horrible if you just see a random light just sat there doing his thing. And can I have you? I want that piece of sand so I can cover this up. There we go. And we'll do the same on this side as well. Let's grab another inverted guy. And this one's a little bit more wonky because he's going to need to go there. So if we can dig some of this out. And I'll grab some of this and put it around the edges as well. Let's just get a little bit of oxygen first. Yeah, it's better. And we'll do this. Cool. Just fill it in a little bit. Make it look that little bit nicer, I think. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Alright, so we've got our underground, underwater little lair to be doing all of that good stuff. Eventually I'll put a outside to this place. You can see that I started working on it on the sides, but I haven't got around to doing the other end and the back and stuff because it's just so time consuming, but we'll get it done eventually. But at least we can go down in now without any worry of drowning, which is good. Alright, so we've got our tesseract. Now we've got to figure out how we actually want this to look. So I was going to use half slabs and then put the barrels on the half slabs because I thought that would kind of look a little bit nice, you know, that would look good. So if we could put them like this, and then if we had the barrel there, because it's a single barrel, it means that we could put another set on the other side and maybe put them on top of each other, like, you know, like they're stacked. That would look pretty cool, wouldn't it? So we could put one here, we could put one here, here. You know, we'll just have a whole thing. I'll make another one and put another one there at some point, but for the time being that does the trick. We're going to want our tesseract, and I think the tesseract could go like up here somewhere, and then we could have them all coming down from there. That makes sense. We'll put our item duct here. Cool. I think that'll do the trick. And now if we activate this, I kind of hope it's going to work. So we'll do that. And we're going to need another lever, I think. We're going to need another lever. Sometimes they pull out when they don't need levers. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. So let's do that. And this guy will be item mode receive only. Like that. Oh, there we go. Look, you can see the stuff coming out, so they don't need that. That's always good. And they're being smart and moving the poop into the right thing. Cool. I like it. I think we could probably get like another row of them up there as well, but I just like the idea of having this little outbit coming out. I want to try and make this look as if it's like a storage room, kind of like a swanky storage room at that. So we could have these guys around here as well, like that, and then we could put all our chests on it as well. So I like the idea of that. So we can have chests along here, and the same on this side. Oh. Kumi. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. That's why I didn't want to use it. Alright, we can have these along there as well. I'll get another one in there. Or maybe it's worth leaving the little side areas free, but I kind of like it covered. Like, it looks kind of funky, in a way. Yeah, I like it. Alright. So poop has transferred. That's going to keep coming in here. We're going to... Actually, that reminds me. We do need something else for this whole place. We're going to need a chunk loader, because I don't think this area here is currently chunk loaded, because I don't think it stretches all the way across the factory, and the factory is going to need to be chunk loaded, especially if we're going to be using applied energistics within this person. So let's go sort one of these out. We're going to need some obsidian, which I don't think I have much of in the slightest. No, we do not have obsidian, but we do have our igneous extruder. How many barrels? We've got 12. I think we might be able to do this. Alright, take some of you, put you in there, take some of you, put you in there. How many bits do I need? How many bits of obsidian do I need? Oh, I can't remember. Let's have a look. So we want the chunk loader from Chicken Chunks. Yeah, this guy. So the enchantment table is going to need 4 bits of obsidian. We're going to need a book, and we're going to need some diamonds. We do have paper, because we learned that we can use calcite to make paper. And we've literally just got enough, which is good. Oh no, we realised that we could make leather with calcite. That was the majigger. Just got to figure out where I put it now. We had a little bit spare. I'm pretty sure we had a little bit spare. Just a chunk. Leather. Let's do the smart thing, shall we? Not in there. Not in there. Aha, there we go. I knew you was around here somewhere. And that should hopefully do the trick. So let's make ourselves a book. So we'll grab our leather, we'll grab our papier, giving us a book. We need 4 bits of obsidian, bam, and we need 2 diamonds. Diamonds. Okay. And this will give us our enchanting table, which is need to obviously make our chunk loader. So let's do this. We need the recipe for a chunk loader. You gonna give it to me? Oh no, that's the one. That's the majigger. Cool. And the next one's going to require all of those and a ender pearl. If I don't have an ender pearl, that's not really a problem. I ended up using tons of them to make the tesseracts. But I do know that my plants have grown over here, I think, so we can grab some more ender dust. Man, this is going to be so much better when we have our factory up and running. And I think we will try and start moving these guys over today. It just makes life easier, doesn't it? So let's do this. Did I get any more seeds? I didn't. Damn. We're going to have to start working on thermal expansion. We're going to have to start working towards being able to harvest these guys automatically soon as well. Which is going to take a little bit of time, but it'll, you know, it'll come around eventually. I'm going to use probably Thalmcraft for that, because I think it's going to be really handy for doing it. It's actually the only way that I know of doing it so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should do the trick. That gives us a chunk loader. Nice. Is there anything else here that we need before we go back to this guy? Well, we're going to need a load of dirt. That's for one. We're going to need pretty much all the dirt that we can get our hands on. Maybe it's going to be worth throwing some of this back into here. Let's put these guys in here because we just don't need them for the time being. Yeah, there we go. And our essences can go over here. And then we'll grab all the dirt and start taking it over. And do that. I'll try and make as much of the fertilizer stuff as well. But as far as I'm aware, it really makes no difference. I don't think the plants have grown any faster with that ender stuff than without. But we can do a test. Tests are always fun. Alright, let's grab the dirt, because we're going to need a load of this. Is that full? No. That'll do. Leaves me a couple free for, you know, grabbing some stuffs. And we can start working on this guy. I'm going to put my chunk loader probably underground, I think. Although this is... I guess we can have like a totem type thing here, but I was planning on having this actually dug down, because we're going to make an underground base, aren't we? We're going to make a big area underground where we ship all of the minerals and materials down so we can do all of our actual good stuff underground, underwater, and have a dome below us. And this was going to be the way down, because I was going to dig the exact same shape out and then possibly have a portal that we can actually jump into and it teleports us underground. That's kind of the thing I was going for, so I don't think putting the chunk loader there is the best idea. Let's go and put it above us for the time being, and then we'll make sure that that area is actually being loaded correctly with la lasers. I love lasers. Pew pew. Alright, so we'll throw this guy here. Let's show lasers, see how far this guy is going. Does it go around it? Needs to be a little bit more. I just need to check to make sure it's going over the area in which we have all the boop. Yeah. That is going right over it. That is cool. Alright. Now remember, when using chunk loaders, they do keep an area loaded. That's the idea behind a chunk loader. But they will also create certain amounts of lag. Not a huge amount, depending on how much you have loaded. You can split them to make spot loaders, so you can do that. And with a regular one, you'll get 10 spot loaders. And they just do a singular chunk, I think, which is not too bad. So if you've got a machine that you want to keep running, you just pop it on top, and bam, things are going to start happening. Okay, so let's start working on getting some of these guys all dug up and doing their thing. We'll grab all of this from here. As far as I'm aware, this is already the right size. So we just need to get the dirt in here. Maybe we'll get some fences around it as well. Fences would be good, and then we can try and show a way of why it's designated to that size. Oh my god, I almost broke that. I didn't realise it would do that as well. That was very scary indeed. Okay, right, so let's start laying down our dirt. I'm going to do the diamond ones on the regular dirt, and then we'll do the test ones for the poop soil with a different type, because I'm not too worried about those. And we've got loads of coal ones, so I might do it with coal. I might just lay down a whole area of coal with regular dirt, and then a second whole area of coal, because we've got a lot of spares at the minute, with a different type. And then we can measure it that way. Let's grab ourselves our infinite water bucket from here. Wow, that is looking a bit weird. Yeah, that'll do the trick. And we'll start planting these guys. Have I got a mattock on me? Mattock. I might have left it at the last place. Huh. Yeah. That's definitely a thing. Alright. We're going to need a mattock before we can do anything. I'm pretty sure I can't just throw these guys down. No. Alright. Let's go grab a mattock from over here. I should be able to make it I should be able to just jump straight over. Ooh, yeah! Nice! Alright. And we'll just make an iron one. Why not? Let's throw our wood in here for the time being. Chests. So, yeah, we'll just make a regular iron one. That'll do the trick. There we go. One mattock in the bag, and I don't think I have a means of jumping back up here. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't be putting random stairs where they don't need to be put. That's probably a really bad idea, because I'll forget about them. They'll never ever get taken away, and then you guys will download the world and there'll just be random stairs there, and I'm sure you guys don't want random stairs. No one wants random stairs. Especially you guys. I know those guys out there who like splurge when there's like one thing out of place. That is definitely not me, but I know I set those guys off fairly well. So we have diamond seeds growing. Check that out. That is most definitely a thing. We've got another area over here which is ready to be set up and work. We'll cut this area down as well and try and get most of these good to go. And I guess in the next episode we'll start working on applied and logistics to get our auto crafting sorted. That also goes for auto crafting the seed drops that we get into their respected metal or gem, because we're going to need to do that. And we can have like a chute in the middle. I literally just like throw them in, they get sucked down into the machine, and then they come out as ore. Until we manage to be able to automate it, which is not really that close just yet, we'll do that. We'll have like a builder's chute. We'll throw it in the middle, throw them in, we'll have like a hopper or something, and then they can go down and get turned into ore and get put in our stock room downstairs. We can also throw down all of the other stuff that we don't need, and they can get separated out and thrown into their own chest, which I think will work pretty nicely. You know, that would do the trick. So we've got some water here for this guy. We'll do the same with this one. I think I need to fill some of this in as well. So let's chop this guy down. Very nice. And then we can start moving the stuff over. I am very, very happy to be doing that because it's taken so long. I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing if any of you guys can come up with some awesome ideas for how we're doing this. Because obviously the world download will be going out today, so you'll be able to play around with it and do stuff however you feel fit. And that means that you're going to have some, you know, you're going to have some awesome things to play around with. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this will be the center here. I haven't decided yet what I want to actually make the factory out of. Not just yet. I was going to go for like a woody kind of feel, you know. Like we'd have it like it would be like a ship. So the outside areas that I started building, the kind of curved, I was thinking of swapping that out for wood. Yeah. Because factories generally are made out of stone and whatnot, but it'd be cool to have like one that looks kind of like a, you know, like a boat of sorts. Because we're on water, it makes sense, I think, to do that. I think it'd look pretty funky as well. And then we could have the inverted lamps going around the outside. It'd look really cool with the inverted lamps because they give it that kind of stadium feel where you've got the light shining up. We could even get, which would be even cooler, we could go get ourselves some beacons. Because we're well past the way now of worrying about having to fight the Ender Dragon or anything like that. I think we've got redstone tools in this as well, I think. So they're pretty OP. And we don't have to worry about flying because we have our broom to do that for us as well. Or we can dip into advanced genetics and get the flying gene. That's OP. That's a thing. Alrighty then, one last to do, and then I think we're done. We'll leave the other side for another day because we don't actually have the different types of seeds to be planting on the other sides. So we can leave that. I'll decide at one point what I want to do. But I do want to get some... I really want to get some fences around these areas and then something to mark what's actually growing there. So I was thinking of making like some banners. You know, like you get the medieval banners that you have on the gates of castles that droop down. I was thinking of having those drooping down over the sides to show what's growing in that area. I don't know. It's kind of a thought of mine, but I don't know, it doesn't seem very technical, does it? A factory with old medieval banners could work, seeing if we're going with wood, so it's not really a factory then, is it? But it still looked pretty cool nonetheless. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to decide on it. Let's go grab our seeds and we'll start moving these guys over to this place. We can get all of the other stuff downstairs. I think, yeah, next episode we'll work on the chute and we'll get the applied energistics on the roller, which I think would be very good. Cool beans, guys. Well, we're going to leave that there. I'm not going to bore you with moving over seeds because that's going to be very much very boring. But I'll leave the world download as it is now, so you can decide where you want to put your flowers and your seeds and stuff. I don't want to do all that for you because you might want to change it around. So yeah, I keep falling in here. I should not walk around on the edge. Cool. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Make sure you give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, I urge you to subscribe. We're going to be doing some very cool stuff. We have the Magic Farm, we have Skyden, which finishes soon. We have loads of funky things coming about, so good times. Alrighty. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one. Bye.